There is something you need to hear before you scroll any farther, because I do not believe you found this message by accident. Out of millions of videos, your eyes stopped here at this exact moment. And sometimes, heaven speaks in ways that seem ordinary until we realize they were never ordinary at all. Maybe you've been carrying a heaviness that no one else can see. Maybe you've been smiling while quietly wondering why everything suddenly feels harder than it used to. Maybe you've prayed for a sign, asking God if He still hears you, or if the breakthrough you've been waiting for will ever come. If any of that feels familiar, then stay with me for the next few minutes, because I believe Archangel Michael has brought you here for a reason. Before you convince yourself this is just another video, ask yourself one question. What if this message was arranged long before you pressed play? There are moments when heaven quietly interrupts our ordinary routines because a soul is standing at a crossroads. This could be one of those moments. Right now, you may feel like life has become heavier than it should be. You've been fighting battles that no one else knows about. You smile while your heart carries burdens you never talk about. You encourage other people while secretly wondering who is praying for you. You lie awake at night, replaying conversations, questioning decisions, and asking yourself why peace feels so difficult to hold on to. But Archangel Michael says something today that may change everything. The resistance you've been experiencing is not proof that God has abandoned you. It may be evidence that your purpose is greater than you realize. Throughout history, Michael has been known as Heaven's great defender, the bearer of the sword of truth and the shield of divine protection. His presence has never been about creating fear. It has always been about replacing fear with courage. Imagine for a moment a brilliant sapphire blue light surrounding you from every direction, filling your home, your mind, your family, and every step of your future. That light is a reminder that God's protection reaches places your eyes cannot see. Michael wants you to know that there are battles taking place around your life that have never been visible in the natural world. Some of the delays you've experienced were actually acts of protection. Some closed doors were not punishment, but mercy. Some people walked away because their assignment in your life had ended, even though you could not understand it at the time. Heaven often removes what cannot go where God is taking you. Stop believing every lie that fear whispers into your mind. Fear says you're too late. God says His timing is perfect. Fear says you're forgotten. God says your name has never left His heart. Fear says your future is already decided. God says your greatest chapter has not even begun. Michael brings a warning today, and it comes from love. Stop giving your spiritual strength to people, places, and thoughts that continually drain your peace. Every hour spent seeking approval from those who refuse to appreciate you steals energy that belongs to your calling. Every moment spent replaying old wounds keeps you chained to a past that God has already forgiven. You were never created to carry guilt that heaven has already erased. You were never meant to stay trapped in fear while God was calling you toward freedom. There are voices around you that sound convincing but lead you away from peace. Learn to guard your heart. Learn to recognize that not every opportunity is a blessing, and not every delay is a setback. Sometimes God says no because He can already see the pain hidden behind the door you wanted Him to open. Sometimes heaven's greatest protection looks exactly like disappointment until enough time passes for you to understand why. Michael asks you today to release every burden that was never yours to carry. Release the fear that tells you you're not enough. Release the anxiety that keeps stealing your joy before tomorrow even arrives. Release the need to control every outcome. God has never asked you to carry the future alone. He has only asked you to trust Him one step at a time. Imagine Michael standing before you now, lifting his sword of truth and cutting away every invisible chain wrapped around your life. Every lie spoken against your identity begins to fall away. Every heavy burden starts lifting from your shoulders. Every anxious thought loses its authority over your mind. The brilliant blue light surrounding you grows stronger with every breath you take, reminding you that God's protection has never left you, not for a single moment. Now quietly repeat these words in your heart. Archangel Michael, surround me with God's holy light. Cut away every fear that no longer belongs to me. Protect my mind, my family, and my future. I choose faith over fear and walk in God's perfect peace. Amen. Stay in that peace for just another moment. Let your heart become still. Even if nothing around you changes immediately, something within you has already begun to change. And many of God's greatest miracles begin inside a person's heart before they ever become visible in their circumstances. Never mistake silence for absence. Heaven has been working behind the scenes in ways you cannot yet imagine. Your prayers have been heard. Your tears have been seen. Your future has not been forgotten. If this message touched your heart, seal this moment by typing, "I claim this protection," or simply, "Amen" in the comments as your declaration of faith. Subscribe if you want to continue receiving daily messages of hope, divine wisdom, and spiritual encouragement. And wherever life takes you after today, remember this one truth above everything else. God walks before you. Archangel Michael stands beside you, and no darkness is greater than the light that surrounds a soul protected by heaven.